With summer coming, we're all thinking about romance, but packaging is really important. Today we're going to discuss matchmaking, how to meet your perfect match for this summer. I'm Daniel M. This is Front Row. So good morning. Today we're going to talk about dating, and I think what's really important in dating is the packaging. We've got some wonderful guests here, and let me introduce them. First from Matchmaking, Maureen Nelson. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's great having you here. I love what you do. I think it's such a valuable service to people because I know how hard it is to meet people. It's really, really difficult. And one of those people that we want everyone to meet is Joe. Joe, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming. Now Joe is one of your clients.
Yes, one of my favorite clients.
Okay, and we had a discussion on the phone about Joe when we were talking about the show. And let's get right to it, Joe. I'm sorry, but Maureen sent me this. I don't know if you guys can see this at home. I think you can. But this was kind of like our before picture of you. You're a casual guy.
Yeah.
Right? You're a casual guy. And, you know, you dress casual, you dress comfortable, you look great. But nothing inspiring in that look. So I got on the phone and I said, do me a favor. Throw on a pair of jeans, a white shirt, a blue sport jacket. I mean, I think he looks great. I think you absolutely look great.
Do.
So
thank you.
So one of the most important things with your clients, I think, is packaging. Yes. So well, first tell me about, you know, what you do for people.
Okay. My specialty is matching people up based upon compatibility and chemistry.
Okay.
Now, chemistry is something I don't have control over.
Correct.
So to help with that really is how a person packages themselves.
Right. How that first impression. You only get one shot at the first impression.
Exactly. So we started off to help everyone by the first phone call asking them, please dress in something fantastic.
Right.
Because we will take your photos. And Joe, love you to death. So that is what you showed. You came in as your best look for us.
Now,
okay.
I'm going to defend Joe and say,
yes.
this is now, we talked before the show, you're on Wall Street for many years, so you wear a suit and tie all the time. You're tired of it. I get that. I've never lived that life, so I love getting dressed. But you work and you're comfortable and you look good. I mean, you're trim, you're a fit guy, you're a good-looking guy.
Yes, definitely.
You know, so you came in and had that picture taking, and you thought to yourself, gee, let me call Daniel.
Yeah. Because I know a man in a suit will always get a yes from my clients quicker than a man who's more casual, because it shows that you've taken an extra effort, pride in yourself, and have more confidence. But you're the expert in that, and that's why I'm here.
So now you put people together.
Yes, based upon compatibility.
That's amazing. And
yes.
you said in chemistry, which I think that's where vodka comes in. But
yes. Yes.
I'm a big believer of vegetables. A hearty portion of vegetables in my diet starts with vodka. So now, Joe, how do you feel?
I feel good. You know, I like dressing up like this in a sort of like a business casual with the jacket and stuff like that. You know, but at times it becomes a little difficult because it's about colors also. Right. You know, it can't always be the white and blue and black. You know, I want to mix in some of the browns and everything, and that's what I'm looking to gain from you.
Okay, well, you know, first thing is, what do you feel your challenges are when you're dating?
Well, I definitely think my height is one of them. Okay. And I do think my hair color is another.
Okay, so I'm a little bit taller than you, and I'm not tall. As far as your hair color goes, no one could be more follically challenged than I. So you're already ahead of me right there. You know, I'm going to give you a couple of tips. Okay, the first thing is I'm going to disagree with you on one thing, because you look at like Tom Ford, he's always in a black suit with a white shirt or a black suit with a black shirt. It's you know, you look at Steve Jobs, you look at all these very successful, powerful, influential, and desired people, and a lot of them it becomes their trademark. For me, my trademark is that I'm always dressed well. So you can show up every single time in a crisp white shirt, a navy blue sport jacket, and a pair of jeans, or you can mix it up. And I'm going to help you with that. As far as height goes, you know, I struggled with this my entire life, so I finally realized that you could still be the biggest guy in the room. If you dress well, if you're kind, if you're genuinely nice and engaging, do you agree?
Yeah.
You're the biggest guy in the room.
And I have safeguards against that. When I'm matching Joe, I don't match him with a girl that is insistent on a man who's 6 foot tall.
Correct.
I match him with girls that realize height does not matter because what you just said.
Right.
It's all in the confidence.
I agree. I mean, again, I'm not tall. I have a lot of friends that are taller than I, and in the beginning when we became friends, they would always try not to wear heels, and I would always say to them, you know, do you feel beautiful in heels? And they would say, then wear them. Right. Because you know what, Joe? When you walk into a room with a girl who is 6 feet tall, nobody is going like, look at that little guy. They're all going, he's a god.
Good point.
Okay, so it's really about you.
Yes.
Your hair, you have it, so therefore you're way ahead of the game. Maybe we'll change your hairstyle up a little bit, but I don't really necessarily think that the color is that daunting to your dating, but the style I think we could really work on. Now, do you find when you put people together, people have very strict criteria?
Yes, and with Joe, he's a great guy, and I have wonderful feedback from him. But the one concern that I have that I wanted you to help us with is a lot of women think because it's white that it might make him look a little older than he is.
Okay.
So I'm thinking if he does more of a salt and pepper look, personally, I think that would be A+ on you.
Well, I mean, I kind of agree. My concerns with that is maintenance. I think that we should ease you slowly into maintaining a little more stylish look consistently before we sit you in someone's salon chair literally every 3 weeks to maintain something. So let's get you so into it that you're ready to take the next step. Manicures, nothing wrong. And let me tell you, there's nothing better than a guy sitting in a manicuring place. So he's got good hands. His nails look good.
Yes.
Yeah, your
Very
hands look
impressed.
good. Your shirt is crisp. You really, I would hang out with you. Absolutely. And in saying that, I'm going to tell you that I am going to be hanging out with you. I did announce today that I was going to take the date challenge, and a lot of people didn't really understand what that meant. Before you go shopping, you're going to call me. I gave you my card at the beginning before we started the show. Joe is going to call me. I am going to shop with Joe. Before you go on a date, you're going to call me or text me or email me or Skype me or whatever you want. You have all my information. You're going to show me what you're going to wear. I'm going to put it together with you. I want to hear feedback from the people that you go out with. I can pretty much guarantee that in a very short period of time, you're not going to need me.
That's amazing.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I think you do. You're a good-looking
Thank
guy.
you.
You're very charming. We
Yes.
talked before the show. I think anyone would be lucky to meet you. And we're going to spend a little time with Joe
That's
here,
great.
aren't we? Which would be
Thank
really
you.
great. So you put people together with criteria because I'm so fascinated by this. Their criteria are what they're looking for.
Yes.
And obviously, a little bit of their personalities, I would imagine.
It's mostly their personality on 3 different levels.
Right.
So we ask everyone to come in with what they think their 5 best qualities are. And then sometimes we have to go over that because what they think
Right.
is a great quality might not be accurate. So
Correct.
we get that out of the way. Then the next step is our assessment, whether it be myself or one of my matchmakers, as to what we think their 5 best qualities are. Then the third part is a little personality test that I learned many years ago that just basically proves that the 2 are accurate.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how we know what their personality is, and that's what we're matching on. But then on top of that, everyone comes in, and you remember, with what their 5 must-haves are.
Okay.
Now, the biggest mistake in matchmaking is, or in dating, I should say, is people come in with a laundry list of, I want 20 different things.
Right.
I can't do that. No one can do that, and no one
Sure.
is perfect. I can match you with someone that's compatible to you in those 3 ways and has your 5 must-haves. And that's what we do.
I couldn't agree more because we all probably have a laundry list of what we
Right.
really love.
Yeah.
But in essence, so many of these things kind of melt away when other qualities are stronger.
Yes.
If you're charming, all of a sudden, your height doesn't matter. If you're
Exactly.
well-dressed and a gentleman, well, your hair color doesn't matter.
Yes.
So I think that a lot of these things really become unimportant
Yes.
as long as there are key qualities that appeal to everyone. And you
Right.
have the tools, my friend. We're just going to sharpen them up and pull some of them out of the tool shed
Do you
for
think I have to match my hair to my clothing though also?
No, you don't have to match your hair to your clothing. And
Well, do you want some contrast or what? I mean, because some people say when I wear lighter clothing that
Right.
it kind of like doesn't contrast with my hair.
well, that is true. Your look pops a little bit more when you are wearing darker clothing. And one of the things you mentioned is working with color. And even I had struggled with that for years. And I'll tell you that there are people that I've learned from that are experts at doing this. So you don't necessarily have to. We don't have to shop, say, in Hugo Boss. But we're going to use them as a barometer of what works and what doesn't. I wear a lot of Ted Baker, Hugo Boss, and Armani stuff and Canali stuff, but I intermix it with other things. I might be wearing a custom sport jacket with a $30 pair of jeans. So we're going to work on that together, and you're going to learn very, very quickly the do's and don'ts on how to get this done.
Great.
You are my date challenge now, but it's
So
going to be a lot of
exciting.
fun.
Yes.
And I mean, he's got tremendous potential.
Yes. He's a wonderful guy.
And
Thank you so much.
I think
Thank
it's
you.
going to be so much fun. So you put together all these people, and I know that you've got this great event coming up, which
Yes.
I'm very happy that I'm going to be at as well.
So am I.
Next week. Now
Yes.
tell us a little bit about how that's going to be, because I'm very curious about that.
Okay, well, we have a lot of different ideas going on, but the main premise is I have a special program for celebrities or very well-known people that are in a special program. And for them, they always want an abundance of beautiful, sexy, kind, loving people. So for them, I host special events that I bring in and recruit people for those people in that program.
Okay.
As well as my elite program, which is Joe as well. So you'll be benefited from that as well. So we have, I hired the best marketing company, Blue Chip Marketing,
Yes.
to do all the work behind it to bring in the best singles on Long Island. And what we're going to do there is hopefully give a mini interview to clients, potential clients, do photo shoots there, get to know them for the special group of people. But then on top of that, I'm going to be in a room, as well as my staff, with hopefully 100 great quality singles that maybe I could match or think of someone for
Sure.
someone else in my program.
So now this-
and it's free.
Now, it's totally free.
Totally
It's going to
free.
be a great place. It's at Honu in Huntington,
Yes,
which
I
is
love
one of
that
my favorite
place.
places.
Me too.
It's next Friday.
Yes,
and
April 10th.
When we're really hoping that we won't get snowed out again.
Oh, we better not. Yes.
And I'm going to be there. Jason Galka from
Yes.
his show is going to be there to kind of talk to people and stuff
Yes.
like that. We're going to be there really to facilitate and introduce people to one
Yes.
another and have fun. I think that it's going to be a really fun event.
Me too.
You're going to be there dressed really sharp.
Yeah, well, I'm going to show you. I'm just thinking in my mind when I'm going to be texting you pictures of
Well,
this, see what you want
That's
to
it.
wear.
If we need to go shopping, we'll go shopping,
Yep.
whatever it takes, my friend. But
Yep.
we're going to get it done. You are going to be a star for that evening.
I
right.
really appreciate this because what I do with my clients is simply say, because I didn't know you.
Right.
So I would say to men and women, go to Macy's and go
Sure.
to the sales girl and say, I'm going to start dating. What do you think I should wear? And to pick up a few different date outfits.
And you know when
Now
that
I
does
have you.
that
This
does
is
help. I'll
amazing.
tell you the truth, it does help. Even I have special guys in certain stores that call me and say, "Great stuff came in. That's for you." But
Wow.
but honestly, sometimes you get someone who really is more predisposed on what they like rather than what would really work for you. So. I'm very difficult to fit, so only certain things work with me. I would love to wear others, but I can't. So we're going to work with the tools that you have, which is a great set of tools to work with, and we're going to get that done. And I'm always willing to help people. People can email me at frontrowstyle@yahoo.com if they have questions. If your clients ever have questions, feel
Yes.
free to.
Thank you so much.
But most importantly, you are my date challenge, my
Okay,
friend. So
I'm up for it.
We're going to get you rolling. Well, I
Great.
can't wait until next week. It is
too.
going to be so much fun. I'm
so
I'm so excited to work with you,
Thank
to
you.
work with Jason, to work
Yes.
with the whole crew, and see how this all comes together. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Great,
Thank you so much for coming, too.
Thanks
it was really
for
great.
having me.
Thank
Joe,
you
my
for
friend, you're in
having me.
for a wild ride.
That's great.
That's it for us today, guys. I hope you learned a little something, and I hope that you can join us next week at Honu. Honu, it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of great people there, a lot of personal friends. Me, Jason, and the whole crew from Blue Chip. For Front Row, I'm Daniel M. Remember, life's too short to view from a distance.